Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Good morning. How y'all doing? I speak to you from the past of yesterday on my way home. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff that I seen online that just makes it really funny for me to be an ex-JW. Okay, so this is what I saw. Basically, back in the day when I was indoctrinated, if I saw something that was positive about the Jehovah Witness organization, I felt proud. I said, yeah, Jehovah Witnesses, y'all doing it. We doing it. Yes, this is Jehovah's only true religion. And I'd share it on my social media, right? So this is like 2007, 2008 or whatever, right? Now, fast forward to now. I see something negative about the organization. I shares it on my social media. Now, this is the funny thing. Back in the day when I'd post stuff, people would be like, oh, look at Jehovah. Look at how amazing it is. Look at this article talking about how great Jehovah's people are and how loving they are. And people would love it. But now, if you post an article and they're saying something negative, they're like, oh, look at Satan with those fiery arrows that we have to block and endure. More like ignore and endure. But this is the thing. So you're meaning to tell me that as far as when it comes to the news outlets, the media, when you hear something negative, you ignore it. And when you hear something good, you big it up. Yes, right? Oh, I wish I would have thought of that, man. Oh, I'm so dumb. I could have been living the greatest life of all time. Just imagine that. If I can tell people everything good you hear about me is true, everything bad you hear about me is you should ignore it because it's false and there's some diseased mind, evil people. I wish that would fly for me in regular life. That'd have been amazing. God, I wish I would have thought of that. You're like, oh man, the other day I heard Jay help this old lady cross the street. I'm like, yes, that's right. I'm an amazing human being. You heard correct. And then the next day, hey, you know, that's Jay. You know, the other day he had the nerve to fart in the elevator and close the door before anybody could get out. Like, oh, look at those lies by the devil. I didn't do that. But that's what I'm saying. I could have had the best life ever if I would have thought of that. So dumb. Anyway. Yeah, man, that's really funny to me. That they can get away with doing all the bad stuff they want to do because they oversaturate the market with only the good stuff. You see, this is the problem. They'd admit to not having a perfect religion. They'll admit to that. Just Jehovah's perfect. His organization might not be, but Jehovah is perfect. Like, really? That's like me getting a perfect score on a quiz and I got like 7 answers wrong. Does that make sense to you? No. If he's a perfect God and everything he do is perfect, then his organization would have to be perfect. You can't sit up and be like, oh, our God is perfect, but he has an imperfect organization. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to anybody else but me? Because that makes a lot of sense to me. You can't call yourself an imperfect organization or a perfect organization ran by imperfect man when you have serious flaws in your organization and which you had to come back to and bring new light several times. Either it's perfect or it's imperfect. See, that's y'all problem, first of all. If y'all gonna select a God, just say your God got flaws. That's what you should have did. You know, y'all the ones who set that high standard. That wasn't us, that was you. You could have been like, yeah, our God, he a little imperfect. Sometime when he sneezes, he farts a little bit, a little poop come out. But other than that, he's perfect. He just has those little bitty flaws. And that would have covered a lot of incidents in y'all organization. But no, y'all had to come, he's perfect. No, he's not. And if he did, then his organization definitely ain't perfect. And I don't see how he can be a perfect God and have an imperfect organization. That don't make sense to me. Anyway, if you're sitting up and you're that's your God, right? Oh, I believe in that God. I can get behind that God. Okay, I couldn't get behind him, not literally because, he got that pooping problem. But other than that, I could get behind what he stands for. Just say he's not perfect. So then when you got some imperfect stuff going along, you could just say, well, God's not perfect. You can say that. Now you can't. Now you painted yourself in a corner and you got to look crazy and try to explain how your God is perfect, yet he's hiding people that hurt kids. Wait a second. I understand there's some imperfect people in the organization, but at what point are we going to admit that hiding pedos is a bad thing? Like, at what point do we admit that? Or are we going to just keep ignoring that, huh? Okay, I see. And this is the thing. This is, man, the cognitive dissonance in a Jehovah Witness, boys, it got to be like I'm talking Guinness Book of World Records good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was a competition of the greatest cognitive dissonance, like if the Jehovah Witnesses don't win that hands down, I'm going to have to question the judges. Are y'all getting paid under the table or something? Because I can't see how y'all could test the Jehovah Witness as far as cognitive dissonance and not see that they're the most delusional people on this side of the Mississippi. That's what some country people say. You're the craziest person this side of the Mississippi. But yeah, man. Shit's crazy, bro. It is crazy. And they gonna sit up and call me diseased mind. And this is the reason I'm even bringing this up today is because I'm on Instagram, right? I make a little post I post a video. It's Jada Comedian 1 on Instagram, if you don't know. But anyway, I post a video on there showing, the lawyers calling out the Jehovah Witnesses for what they've done as far as hiding the people that did what they did, And Jehovah Witness, she a JW. I look at her profile right quick. It definitely says, "Oh, thank you, Jehovah, for the blessings." And she says, "Ain't nobody had nothing. It ain't nothing going on. I know what I'm talking about. Woo out the bam. If somebody did something, you can call the police on up." Now, mind you, yes, you can call the police on somebody, but it is recommended that you do not call the police on people. Now, how do they do that? Now, if you remember the video from yesterday, I said that if a reasonable person could come to this conclusion, then that's probably the conclusion that they aim to reach for anyway, right? So if I tell my kid, right, if I don't want my kid going to a certain spot, my kid says, "Hey, I want to go to that spot. It looks fun. I want to go. I want to go do that." And you tell them, "Well, the last kid that went there, he went there and he broke his arm and he broke his neck and he's paralyzed from the waist down. It was crazy. It was crazy sad. His parents couldn't stop crying. He was in pain every day. It was really messed up. And, but yeah, if you want to go there, you can go there." And the kid looks at you with big old quarter eyes like, "You know what? I don't think I want to go there now." A reasonable person will understand that you were trying to convince that kid not to go there. And you told him a story that was so horrific that, yeah, most people would say, "I don't think I want to go there either." That was your goal, and that was the outcome in which you tried to get, and that's what you got. Now, as far as the Jehovah Witnesses and calling the police, we handle things internally, and when you call the police, that brings reproach on Jehovah's name, and Jehovah doesn't like that. Do you really want to bring reproach on Jehovah's name? I mean, yeah, you can call the police, but Jehovah will not look favorably on you. So just know that while you're making that phone call. So technically, yeah, you can call, but just know Jehovah is not going to bless that phone call, and he's not going to be happy with you. A rational person will come to the conclusion that, yeah, you're trying to get me to not call the popo. You're trying to keep this inside and handle it internally. Like, oh, you don't trust Jehovah's organization to handle it? You want to bring in Satan's organization to handle it? This is what they do. This is how they talk. This is how anybody talk that's trying to get something done that they want done under the table. And they trying to keep hitting. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about the other day. Why don't they announce when a pedo is inside the congregation? I'll tell you why. Because everybody in the congregation ain't devout. You know what I mean? Everybody in there ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Everybody in there ain't gonna sit down and leave it in the brother's hands. There's some people up in there who don't have any problem with Jehovah not blessing their phone call to the police. It's people in the congregation who have absolutely zero problem with bringing reproach on Jehovah's name as far as calling the police. That's why they don't make the announcement. Because if you do that, especially if it could be anonymous because there was a lot of people that know about it, man, the police gonna be there immediately. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, what did you know and when did you know it? That's exactly how it would go, man. So look at here, partner. Don't listen to that mess. It's some bull crap. You know, I don't want to tell you don't listen to that mess, because that's what I'm here to tell you. I want you to listen to everything. I want you to think about it. I want you to measure it, judge it, think about it, and come to your own conclusion. You're very smart, you're very intelligent, and I trust you to make good decisions. So any and everything you want to look at it, research it, test it, and make sure it's right before you come to the conclusion. Anyway, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. Holla at your guala. Deuces.